Hi, this is just your reminder that AI doesn't exist. You've been lied to. It's a marketing term.
I thought I'd expand on this because I am a digital marketer and I'm also someone who considers themselves to be like someone who cares about humanitarianism and the planet and, working towards change. As you mentioned before, AI is just like a marketing term so that they could take a service and sell it back to you. It's just another outlet for consumerism. Not only is it an outlet for consumerism, it's also destroying things like the planet. It uses up all the water supply and it's escalating global warming. And it also destroys our ability to think for ourselves, create for ourselves. I'm also a psychology student, so I've kind of been interested in how like OpenAI and the access to these things are decreasing brain development and brain activity. And that's why I try to limit my usage. With that being said, I have tried it in the past to make things a little more efficient, and the more I learn about its destructive qualities, like the more I'm trying to use it sparingly if I'm using it at all. I encourage you to do the same and try to think for yourself and create for yourself. But with that being said, it doesn't really matter how many people aren't using it, because the real responsibility lies within the hands of the corporations that are creating it. These corporations try to shift responsibility to the individual consumer instead of holding themselves responsible for the destruction that they're causing. And this is why the cycle continues, because the wrong people are being held accountable. This is part of the reason why I find it so important and I am trying to help businesses scale while staying true to their morals, ethics, and mission, because I don't encourage them to use AI or automate messages because I think it's impersonal and it gets rid of the actual aspect of business that makes people want to buy, which is connection. They're buying you, they're not buying a robot. At this point, AI is something that's unavoidable. Even when you go to Google, you can't even Google something and go search for yourself without Gemini coming up with an answer first. If anybody knows how to turn that off, let me know. And I think that there's this mindset around AI that's like, oh, you have to use it so you can keep up with the times, which I get to an extent, but you also need to make sure that you're preserving your mind.